Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Guys, in this video, I will be discussing the coding questions which were asked in the Accenture exam that happened today only, that is on 11th March 2022. Guys, many more videos will be posted on this channel. In every video, I am discussing a single question. So kindly subscribe the channel. If you have not subscribed the channel till now, please subscribe it. Guys, previously also, I have uploaded many videos related to Accenture coding question. So guys, do not skip any opportunity for seeing these videos and learning that which are the type of the questions which are asked in the Accenture coding exam. So guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe it as well as join our Telegram groups also, where I am posting regular updates on different companies which are hiring as well as the questions we are getting asked in them. So guys, now let's start this video, and before starting the video, do not forget to like the video and share this video among your friends. Okay, so see, this video is regarding the coding questions that were asked today. So in this video, I will be discussing one coding question. In upcoming videos also, I will be discussing the single coding questions per video. So kindly subscribe the button. Oh, subscribe the channel. So the question that I will be discussing in this video is find the sum of smallest and largest element in an array. So guys, yes, for many of you, this will be the easiest question that can be asked in any company. But I know many of the students who struggle in these type of questions also. So here I am with the video. So what this question is saying, find the sum of the smallest and largest element in an array. So we are given an array as an input. What we have to do, we have to find the smallest element that is present in the array. We have to find the largest element that we have to that is present in the array, and we have to return the sum of those elements. That is, simply return the sum of the smallest plus the sum of the smallest and the largest element. So here the smallest element is 1, the largest element is 5. So what we'll return, we'll simply return 6. So this was the entire question. I know many of you will say that these type of questions are not asked, but it is the reality that yes, this question was asked in today's Accenture exam. So I hope now the question is clear to you. An array will be given to you. You will have to find the smallest number. You will have to find the largest number in that array, and you will have to return the sum of those numbers. So the question is now clear to you. Now let's just start. Let's just jump to directly into the writing the coding part of this question. So what we do, what we will be doing. First of all, we will finding the smallest number, and then we will finding the largest number. So let's just say int smallest. Smallest is equivalent to int max. We will take a variable which is int smallest. We will take another variable which is int largest, and we will initialize it with int min. See, the in question it is not there that only the positive elements are present in the array. So it might be the case that negative elements are also present in the array. So you will have to write the code accordingly so that all the test cases are passed. So smallest number. Now initially we are taking a variable that is named smallest, and it is containing int max value, that is the maximum possible value that can be present in an integer. And we are taking a largest element, largest integer, which contains the minimum possible value that can be present in any array. Now what we'll do, we will iterate over the array and we will update the smallest value with the current smallest value. Let's just I know you will get confused, so let's just simply iterate over the array. So int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So first, on the first iteration, we'll find the smallest element. So what we'll do, we will check if the current element is less than the smallest element. If the current element is less than the smallest element. So if the current element is less than the smallest element, that means that our current element becomes the smallest. So we will do smallest is equivalent to our current element, that is ARR of I. So we will update our smallest element. So I hope this thing is clear to you, that while iterating over the for loop, if our current element is less than the smallest element, that means that our current element becomes the smallest element. So here we are writing smallest element equal to ARR of I. Now what if our current element is not less than the smallest element, is greater than the smallest element? Then this if condition will not run and the smallest element will not get updated. So after this loop is over, what is in this smallest element, we will contain the smallest value of our array. So I hope this thing is clear to you. Now we will do similar thing for finding the max largest element. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. We will iterate over the array, and for every value we will check whether the current value is greater than the largest element. If our current value is greater than the largest element, then that means that our current value becomes the largest. We will simply update our largest value to our current element, that is ARR of I. I'm again explaining you. In largest, what we'll do, we will check whether a current element in the array is greater than the largest value. Then what we'll do, we will update our largest value with the current element of the array. So after this loop is over, we have our largest element. So by the first loop, we have our smallest element. By the second loop, we have our largest element. And what we'll do, we'll simply have to return the sum of the smallest plus largest element. Largest element. So this is the entire question, and I have written the code. Now let's just check on a certain inputs whether this code is running or not. So first is 5. Again, I forgot to tell you that in Accenture you will only have to complete the function that will be given to you. That is, you will not have to take input on your own. I am taking input so that the things can become clear to you. But in the exam, you will just have to uh, complete the function. So 5, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 5. So the answer should come out to be 6. So if there is no error, then our answer will be correct. Otherwise, we will check whether what is the error that is coming. So you can see that our output is coming out to be 6, so it is correct. Now let's just check on some other input also. You are saying that I am only entering the sorted array. Let's just randomly 6 5 7 4 3. Okay, sorry, 6 5 7 6 8. So now let's just check that what should be our answer. Our smallest value is 5 and our largest value is 8, so answer should be 13. So let's just check. So you can see that our answer is coming out to be 13. So guys, this code will pass all the test cases that will be given to you in your exam. So I hope now the question as well as the code for this question is clear to you. And if you have not subscribed this channel till now, please subscribe it, because many more videos will be posted in future. And kindly comment down that yes, you want these videos, and kindly hit that like button. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I will be coming back with the next video.